welcome Ankush. Ankush is the CEO for CoRover. So if we can start by, you guys talking a little bit about what you've been doing. You guys are doing a phenomenal job around voice bot, chat bots. So if we can get a quick peek into what you guys are doing. So we'll start with Ankush.
Sure. Thank you, Sanjay. Thanks for having me here. Yes, so we are into conversational AI space. We have human-centric conversational AI platform. As we know, conversational AI platform is the one which creates virtual assistants, chat bots, voice bots, and video bots. So we added the human-centric part of it. I think we will start hearing more about human-centric, I think next 3 to 5 years, but we realize the need of having this kind of solution now. So that means we create the virtual assistant which look like humans, as close to human as possible. So I'll talk more about it as we go along.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Ankush. Ankush, we come to you for the numbers. How do you see, how big is the market? What kind of growth you're seeing over the years?
Yeah, so first of all, I agree with Ganesh, right? So the market is exploding. And right, sometimes if you go and talk to the customer, so they'll say, start with say Kannada first if it's the client in Karnataka, and start with Tamil first, and English we will see later, and they sometimes even don't want Hindi. So right, so now it's not the additional feature, that is the main feature now to have vernacular in many languages. And yes, so we could touch this 675 million users because we provide virtual assistants even to the feature phone users as well, right? So again, that is not the additional feature, right? Most of the clients what we have, they come up with features which most of the tech companies think they are the additional features, but they want as the main features, right? So like DigiSathi, if you see, that's the chatbot virtual assistant in all the channels from RBI. So that even works in feature phone as well, with the phone and other formats languages.
Right.
Coming to the number, so in India, the chatbot market is around $3 billion market, and globally it would be around $100 billion market by 2026. So just the chatbot market, so enterprise plus B2C versions of the chatbot as the big techies are giving. So as I think when we say the conversational AI platform, we usually build platforms and chatbots for the enterprise, right? For a specific use case. So we don't usually build the chatbot saying you ask any question, you ask the spelling of a word, or you ask which is the capital of the state. So both the markets put together, it's going to be $100 billion by 2026. But the interesting part is, so the way we are disrupting, right? So all the conversational AI companies, so not only us, and there is definitely need of more companies like us so that we can actually cater to the market which is getting exploded, as Ganesh rightly said. It's going to be $3 trillion market. If you see, we automate any consumer touch point, right? Whether it's from voice, text, and the video part, where the consumer or the citizen talks or interacts with the service provider or the government. So all of them, if not all, most of the conversations can be handled automatically using some form of virtual assistance. So that market is around $3 trillion market. Yeah, so I think we're just around 2% of this. We all the companies put together has just acquired only 2% of the market. So huge opportunity for us and more players to come in this space.
No, absolutely, I completely agree. I think the numbers are huge, as you pointed out. And Ankush, what's your experience been? Which industry or government or private sector is driving growth for CoRover?
Yeah, I think again I would agree with Ganesh. So there is a growth being seen now, and I think we'll continue seeing the growth. And the data says with the CAGR of around 30%, we'll see the growth across sectors. The government, private, yes, but even across sectors, whether it's travel, FSI, retail, manufacturing, and even in all geographies, right? So, and if you see the charts, so they are so fascinating, and it looks like it's it's how it's possible, because if you see all geographies, right, whether it's Asia or Europe or Middle East or even Americas, so there is the constant kind of very steady slope upwards in the increment. It's not like the Asia is adopting this technology more than the Europe and the US and the vice versa. So
Right.
it's kind of steady slope in terms of adoption of chatbot in various domains and even various geographies.
So the last question in this fireside chat, you guys talked about the amount of growth you've seen in the market in India, the kind of sectors you're talking to. How's the situation outside India? Where do you think that that's a big enough market for CoRover and Gyani to target? And if yes, what kind of use cases you see for vernacular NLP outside of India? So probably Ankush, if we can start with you.
Right. So we see very interesting use cases coming our way, and sometimes we think if it's America, it's majorly going to be English and yes, some of Spanish. But the kind of use cases which we get for one healthcare company which we're working for, so they want us to have a virtual assistant for. Actually, the users are senior citizens, and they want to give virtual assistant which can talk to the senior citizens the way human talks in the language of their choice. Right? If someone is Gujarati, especially the parents side, most of the young professionals are there and they are trying to find opportunities to get their parents, say from Punjab or
Right.
Andhra Pradesh, from say Gujarat. So then they speak in Gujarati or Punjabi and other languages. So we are working towards to provide virtual assistant in 15 languages, right? So that's very typical case. US customer, US citizens, but we providing virtual assistant in Indian languages, plus other languages like Spanish and French and few other languages. But apart from that, so though it's Arabic, even we try to work even different slangs of Arabic based on the region, even within Middle East and outside. Say,
So that's primarily catering to the dialect
that's correct.
of the language, different dialects.
Yeah, it's beyond language now. It's Arabic, but it should be the Arabic which is spoken in Dubai, UAE, or say in Saudi Arabia, right? So now we are getting more personalized and more fine-tuned towards the authenticity and the demographics we support.